to continue scavenging. Yeah, I know that. Let's go. The DAS assault. So I'm supposed to be investigating. I needed a book, I needed a thing, I needed to go all over the place. Okay. So no, not that. Should we go that way or this way? Boy, I don't know. Let's go this way. A dark Kimusa on the ledge above you growls viciously. There's a ledge above me? What, did I fall off into the trees? Stick your hand out towards it. That's a good way to get bit. Ignore it and walk past. Can't I pet it and make friends? Fine, I'll hit it with a thing. I'll hit it with a trusty sword. Wow, flips over the sword and lands in front of you. Now you've done it. Two DAS Piven suddenly fly forward, buzzing around angrily. I don't want to fight two of those and a thing. Good grief, I'm just going to dig myself deeper and deeper. They twirl around, avoiding my strikes. There's something behind you! This does not bode well. Oh no! Enough! The animals scurry out of the way as an ugly-looking DAS steps forward. You're the one that's the animal tamer! Somebody said that it would be good for the clan if you unexpectedly died. But that's a terrible way to judge whether people live or die, so let's chat. Maybe we can be friends. Yes. Yep. We could totally be friends. Let's chat. What have you done here? Identify yourself. I am the Dark Scavenger, Cosmic Conqueror, and Galactic Destroyer. Amazing how my ego just keeps getting bigger and bigger all the time. And again, I'm pretty much just unstoppably tearing through everything in my path while gathering more and more awesome stuff, so... I'm a bandit roar. No, the Dark Scavenger one. You use a lot of big words. However, that does not impress me. I read a book once. Big words no longer intimidate me like they used to. My name is Gaudy, Beast Trainer, General of DAS. It's rather unfortunate that you ran into me. This will be the end of your life. I have a few questions. The animals begin screeching and howling. You hear that? Sounds like my children are starving. I'm afraid there won't be time for questions. I like questions. You can work this out some other way. That depends, really. How are you with animals? That goldfish was it? No, don't kill your goldfish. I eat animals for breakfast. And animals love me. Well, if my character did rub a belly and get along really well. I have one of these with me. I have actually several allies that are animals. I eat animals for breakfast. I do too, outsider. But now they're gonna return the favor. Well, I thought for sure that would be the right pick with this guy. I mean, I know he's an animal tamer, but he also seems like the kind of person that eats his pets, so... How your animals compare to mine. Leap over the desk and attack Gaudy. Yeah, here, have some animal feed. Gaudy groans as the two Kimusas chow down on the animal field, wagging their tails happily. Alright, that one was a freebie. Two DAS Piven fly towards you from atop Gaudy's shoulder. Let's see how you handle this. Let me see. Let me see. Aha! Boop! Piven flies towards the two DAS Pivens. My one can take both of yours. Maybe, I hope. Pecks it in the brain. Joy. Wow, it beat both of yours. You're not very good at animal training, are you? Congratulations again, outsider. Pivens are difficult beasts to train. Time for a challenge. Oh crap, you have alchemists? I beat a 3-headed alchemist. I'm not afraid of these two. By the way, they've got black belts. Did you teach them kung fu? Okay, now I'm worried again. Do I have an alchemist ally? I don't think I do. Let's see, Captain Nibbles. Oh wait, I have Dragon! Dragon! Yeah, that's something that could take these two. Dragon basts the first alchemist's giant claw, but receives a painful bite. Slashes up the second alchemist, but falls victim to a massive claw string. Dragon falls dead? No! No, no, no! He better be okay. I have won. Your pitiful alchemists are no match for mine. God, these alchemists are badly injured. Both alchemists suddenly turn their attention towards Galdi with a roar. What are you two doing? Don't talk to your father in that tone. The two alchemists close in. No, don't do this. You're my children. I raised you. Oh. Now, why did they turn on him? As Galdi falls dead to the ground, several animals begin picking away at his corpse while others disperse. Yay, I have his sickle. I don't understand what just happened. Dragon, did you chat with them nicely? Please tell me you're still alive. Oh good, he's still alive. Or either that or I have more than one. I can explore outside the fort now. Should we examine the Das flags first? 2 Das flags standing strong against the wind. It looks like the Das have claimed this part of the wall as their own. Well, good job. I didn't know you could just claim part of a fort and set up your flags there. Is this an independent nation now? A kennel that Galdi must have dragged with him. Someone's inside. There's a small Das Kamusu inside. Small collar around its neck reads Betty. Betty gawks at you, then takes a nap. Well, that's gonna be part of the whatever quest chain leads to me getting that super weapon they whispered about. Looks like you could probably climb down the vines to reach the shell berries below. Why am I collecting so many shell berries? Fine, whatever. You make your way towards a massive tangle of vines in the forest below. Stalking through the thick forest, you spot shellberry trees ahead. Snatching some shellberries, you quickly climb back up the vines. Not before you glimpse a small, silent figure in the tree cover below. Potentially tasty bats of shellberries. You're not quite sure what these are. Every time I collect shellberries, somebody's watching me. It's weird. Several shellberry trees reside in the forest below. There must be some way to get down. You can see a majestic lake within the trees below. Hi there! Again. Well, suddenly floats up from the lake below, stepping forward to greet you. Dark Scavenger, do you require assistance? That was quite a distance to fly. Distance is immaterial to me, Dark Scavenger. Do you hang out on other worlds too in that case? Okay, I will let you look at my trusty sword. And I will let you look once more upon my trusty sword. You love that rust, don't you? Just lick it off that blade. God, this is weird. Okay. Thank you. Now I know where to go for healing. Oh, right. Oh, boy. This is the kind of thing you could probably make something really terrible out of. This might sound hard to believe, but this sickle has never been used to harm an animal. I can make you an item that will make your animal allies very happy. Gazer scratches in the air, then flaps his arms, and finally runs around on all 6 limbs. Okay, hold on. This could make my allies very happy, which is interesting. My animal allies, because I got a lot of them. That's tempting. But this implies he'd summon 3 allies. Or 1 ally that's a team of 3 different things. I'm going to take this one, though. Catnipper. Bag of herbs that makes animals go crazy. How crazy? Catnipper. Increases the damage of your next animal ally. 3 doses. Well, okay. I have a lot of those. The walls and ceiling of this room are falling apart. Hey, Dark Scavenger. A large creature stands behind you, his body completely covered in armor. Hi, man. I saw you a while ago when I was picking berries or something. I've been trailing you since you got to this planet. You're new at this, but you got the makings of some pretty incredible progress, my friend. You know who I am? You're a space raptor! I said who, not what. The name's Tep. I'm a member of a little-known group called Hargis. I don't suppose any of your other Dark Scavenger buddies have mentioned me before. Hargis? Fawson may have made a noise that sounded like that once. Nope, you're new to me. Ha, really? Well, that was classy of them. The Hargis are just like all of you. We're trapped in space as well, and we need fuel for survival. We're trapped in space. There's something wrong with that. I can't quite put my finger on what could be wrong with the statement trapped in space, but something wrong with it. Okay? The only real things that sets us apart are that we're better than you, and we don't have a stupid name. You're better than me? Oh! Well, then I'll have you as one of my allies. Now then, if you want to resolve this peacefully, you'll have to give me a few things. Really? Like what? Anything you have, Dark Scavenger. I'm robbing you. You've gotten way ahead of me in your travels, and you look... and took most of the good stuff for yourself. Give me some of it, and I'll let you go. Remember, because he's better than me. That's why he needs to steal from me. That's why I'm so far ahead. How much do you need? Just keep giving me equipment, I'll tell you when to stop. It's that easy. Fine then, I'll just beat it out of you. There seems to be organic ickiness all around us suddenly. Look, I'm at full health with a full health potion, and I beat up a space monster once. Alright, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna use my catnipper. And I'm going to use Agrobat never misses and hits pretty hard. Let's go with that. Bonk. How you like that, huh? I used catnip on a bird. Tep slashes you across the face with its claws. You take 12 damage. I'm fine. What about... what if I use the trident upon you? Hold on, where's my plastic bag? Did I use it up already? Crud, I used it up already. Well, that's fine. I'll just stab you with the trident. Oh, no weaknesses. That's not encouraging. It's bladed tongue? That's bladed? Oh crap, it is bladed. Ugh. Alright, I need to stun you. Let's see. How about hundreds of shurikens? Damages all stunned opponents. You know, that one's really interesting. I still got the skeleton chi, but I have a feeling I got a big boss coming up I'll probably want that for. What about the Bell Basher? That one's usually pretty reliable. Bonk. You twirling the Bell Basher above your head, you slam it down upon Tep's skull. A pretty chime rings out. Alright, then we'll follow that up with, I no longer have... all I've got left is one flintlock pistol shot. Fine. Strong versus non-elemental. Well, now isn't that interesting? Tep shakes off being stunned. Tep kicks you in the groin with his toe claw. It's the worst pain you've ever felt. Really? Somebody opened up a black hole and tried to hit me with it at the start of all of this adventuring. Maybe black holes aren't very painful. I have to say, no one's ever hit me with a black hole before in real life, so, you know, I'm not an expert on the subject. Bonk! I love the Bell Basher. Tep looks taken aback as he stumbles away. Not bad, Scavenger. I didn't expect to see you to put up a good fight. Frankly, it's not worth expending my resources on you. You've been doing nothing but kicks and strikes. You haven't used a resource yet. Keep your Dark Scavenger junk. I'll catch up with you later. As Tep runs off, you notice a flake of armor fell from his body. Yay! A reinforced shard of armor! Yeah, I bet if I continue hitting him, I could get a whole lot more shards of armor. I could have a whole heap of them. What's in this spear pile? That's a lot of Das spears. Digging through the pile, you discover a two-headed spear, similar to the one Cassus was wielding. It's taken some damage and is falling apart. Test its durability. Spin it around. Let's just take it. Doesn't look terribly valuable, but you take it anyway. A Das warrior spots you playing with a spear and runs forward to dissuade you. You stop! Do you have any idea who that spear belongs to? Cassus? No, I mean yes! That spear belongs to Cassus. He'll not be happy if he lost it. Please return the spear to me. I'll give you something valuable in return. I'll defend this awful spear with my life. What are all these spears doing here anyway? There's a great battle here involving Cassus, the Das, and some giant Gissa creature. The Das were not victorious. Dozens perished during the fight, and Cassus lost one of his spears. I was gathering up the spears to deliver to the families of the fallen in Cassus. Now, I didn't expect you to show up the moment I stepped away. Where did the big Gissa creature go? Merged to a giant hole in the south. For your sake, I wouldn't advise you pursue it. Alright, what do you got? I can offer you some powder that the Das use to temporarily increase their physical ability. It should work wonders on you, even though you're not of Das persuasion, or it could be horrifically poisonous. I want more! I can just accept. I'll just take it. Fantastic. Thank you for your understanding. I don't really want to steal from, you know, the guy. Okay. So. Choices. No! No, Juro! No, not Juro! Not Juro! He helped me fight a three-headed Cerberus monster! Who did this? It's a spear. It really was... I should avenge you. Here's some commotion coming from the tent above. Let's investigate. Climbing up the ruined wall, you encounter Vindil's shaman dueling with an aggressive Gissa beast. The Gissa beast tackles the bandit to the ground. The bandit catches a glimpse of you out of the corner of his eye. Stranger, I need help! Hit it with the wind to get it off me! Okay. I have wind in the items. Oh, crud. Do I have a wind element? I guess the trident counts as wind. Oh, here we go. Needle blowgun. Your swift attack from Needle blowgun forces the Gissa beast to stumble off the pinned bandit. I managed to knock it with a blowgun. Thump, 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 stumble away. Leaping to his feet, the bandit follows up with a massive swing of his staff, sending the monster splattering against the ground below. Thank you, outsider. It was a dangerous situation. I don't have anything to give you, but maybe I can answer some of your questions. What's the best strategy? Anything that can create a strong wind current works well against Gissa monsters. Raw Gissa can't survive much exposure to air, which is why it's normally found underground. When Gissa takes solidified form, though, normal air can't hurt it so easily. However, focused air can still dismantle it. Does that answer your question? What are you doing with that Gissa beast? I was trying to funnel the Gisa into a weapon, but I wasn't keeping watch over it and the creature came out. I thought I may be able to tame it before it lashed out, but I'm not good enough for that. Only our leader Gevis is skilled enough to make Gisa work for him once it's solidified. Tell me more about this Gevis. Gevis is the head shaman. He made up the Gisa conversion process all by himself. While normal shamans can only channel the Gisa into equipment, Gevis can use it to enhance his body. Even the mighty General Amoren is afraid of Gevis. Ooh, boy. Sounds fun. There's a massive hole in the fortress below. Drop something with a bit of weight down there to gauge the difference. Shine a light to see how far it goes. Boop. There's something large and amber crawling down below. And so it sees you. I found your tail. It's got spikes. Okay. Well. I guess I'm going to hit you with some wind. Personally, I think this is a really great way of finding out what something's weakness is, so I want to keep that last dose. I'll go ahead and try the needle blowgun and hope it doesn't miss. Ooh, good. Your darts. I'm shooting it with a blowgun. Just, I can't get over that. Well, this is the last of it. A small breath is all it takes to launch a lightning-fast needle into the Gisa behemoth tail's neck. Right into the tail's neck. I'm not an expert on the anatomy of Gisa monsters, but that takes skill to hit the tail and the neck. I'm willing to bet. You look like an intelligent foe, but maybe I'll use the double crossbow. Double crossbow sends a powerful bolt straight into the enemy's skull. The Gisa beast's tail withdraws, revealing a strange cloud-shaped bead on the ground. Sure are a lot of beads around here. Ah, Juro. Juro. Alright, armor shard. I see you're in at a tep. I'll give you something that will help you out if you have to deal with him again. I'm gonna make a nice winter coat to accompany the chilly item I'll give you. Walks across the room very slowly. I'm thinking something heavily armored, but I might need some. I'm gonna need to deal with Tep again. Go ahead. Lance armor strong. A long armor-piercing lance. Perfect. Alright, Das powder. My item will turn you from a prankster into a prank star. Also, you'll get better at hand-to-hand. As it puts his fists up. Looks like he wants to fight hand-to-hand. Let's do this one. Kick me sign. How does that help? Pandol, the Blind, a Vindel bandit with a giant axe. Cool. Right, I'm going to slip over this way real quick. Yeah, we're going to go this way. An old-looking Das meditates silently by the fortress wall. Aha! It's one of the other generals. Bash him while his eyes are closed? That won't work. He's an expert fighter. Just poke him in the shoulder. The Das warrior peeks up at you. You have gained his attention. I have gained his attention. You're a lizard man. You're not like the rest of... Well, I mean, your feet are the same as your people. Your head is the same, but you've got a lizard man head. Is this just what your people do when they get old? Or are you from a time when they were all lizard-like? I don't know how long these things live. This one could be really old. Slowly, the old Das warrior rises to his feet, allowing a shining blue pendant to fall from his hand. Your face is out of place. To which side do you abide? I am a dark scavenger. I have not heard that word you claim you come from, so alas, you cannot pass. I am Sharda, part of the Das 3, who oversee command of our clan. My apologies, but these directives effective on my objective state, that I wait with my spear to impale all those who draw near without fail. I have to do a little wordplay to get this guy to let me pass, right? I'm afraid you must be slayed. You used slayed in the wrong tense. That's true. Thank you. Can't we work this out? Though Cautious wants us to fight, I might be swayed to evade battle if you don't tattle. With my fingers linger a medal. I bet you'll see this accessory a necessity. Challenge my brain and I'll refrain from causing pain. Sounds fun. Let's do it. I have a brain buster. The first clue ensues. My medal shines of static stream. Give me something of that team. Static stream. Static spray? You have Sharda's attention. Okay, he turned his head. Your guess was success, but I digress. Your test is not at rest. I think that the three chicken people, they look kind of like Akos. I can't think of their name right now. And the cage gave me a better riddle than that last one. Come on, you're going to have to try better. My metal shines with a windy gust. Wind? Crap. Do I even have wind anymore? All I've got left is the trident and the skeleton chi. No, the skeleton chi is kind of cheating. I need another fire weapon, really. Alright, fine. Don't ask for wind again, please. Correct again. Oh my gosh! Are you going to eat me? Every time I get a success, you seem more like you're going to... Yeah. Sharda's losing his composure. Your wit fits my style, while your tools fool my trained brain, strained terrain. Oh, God, you are losing your mind. I implore you to try once more. My metal shines with burning flame. Sharda looks frustrated. Yes, that is correct. Perhaps Colossus was right. I might be getting old, he told me. My way with words is unheard for Das to wield. But it will yield nil in this field. Das are meant for war and nothing more. Apparently so. I must sit and reflect to defect back to older ways without knowing. Thanks for showing me the error of my ways. Begins meditating again. Doesn't seem to care. Doesn't react when you silently swipe his belongings. A tome of Das poetry. You didn't realize such things existed. But I'm supposed to get a pendant. He had it in his hand. Fine. What can we do with poetry? There are a lot of words in this book. Sorry, that was a silly thing to say. I could probably make a nice weapon out of this. I feel that I'm going on a little too long here. See, she sells... Wait, Shay sells? By the she's shore... Oh my gosh, you botched it! You've mixed the words all up! Don't do that! Don't take a tongue twister and twist it! Gazer spells out your name using sign language and then karate kicks you. Okay? I'll take that. A huge Dafoon villager who punishes enemies who don't talk themselves up. I thought there was going to be a Das warrior. Okay, fine. Let's look at the cracked ground. Massive Dafoon villagers pounding his fists angrily against the ground. Dude! As you draw near the Dafoon villager, another one quickly restrains you from behind and shoves a hand over your mouth. Strange creature, what do you want? Loosen up him a little. The Dafoon villager behind you pulls away from your mouth. Speak now, stranger, before we crush you. Why are you so angry? We came here to kill Vindil, but by the time we arrived, the wretched Das had already gotten to them. Dafoon's fury must be quenched with bandit blood. Cheer them up with your Camusa buddy. Yeah, let's do that. Aww. Aren't you just the sweetest? Consume his buddy's nose twitches. I want to hug it all day. Don't squish it. Okay, belly rub it. Yeah, there you go. Thank you, friend. Typhoon's rage has parted for now. Please accept our sincerest apologies. Typhoon villagers walk off with their new friend. It seems like Camusa Buddy found a good home. But my buddy. They stole me dog. You find one of their boots on the ground. Maybe the crafters could do something with it. Yay, a torn boot! I bet that will make a wonderful weapon. These torches have been put out by the rain. Oh, I've got fire weapons. Let's set them on fire. Bags of poetry, presumably written by Sharda. You don't have time to read all these. Two Escella are reading Sharda's books to themselves. In the rain! They seem amused. You know, if you all worked together instead of killing each other, you'd build a fascinating society filled with intellectual artwork. You'd have a military branch with all those DAS ninja types, and then you'd have big brawny wrestlers. Presumably those would be useful somewhere in your society. Eskella's holler and wild laughter. The silly DAS thinks he can write. Witness this passage. War is most frivolous to those oblivious. Those distant will grow to lament what they sow. Have you ever heard such silly wordplay? A DAS attempting to write is as futile as a Typhoon attempting to read. What's wrong with his writing? It should be obvious. The iambic pentameter lacks equidistance between connect root phrases, and beat while his allegories lack symmetry between reality and reason. That was English. What language do you speak? Basically, his syllable count is off and his words lack flow and consistency. His message is preachy and vague. Still don't get it. You must be joking. Even more basic than his words don't sound good together and he talks down to his reader. Still don't get it. You're inconsolable. Maybe you should take this book. You could learn a thing or two from it. Iskella toss you the book and stop away. Leaving the book, you quickly skip ahead to... Why would I skip ahead to a random page? Fine. These three numbers add up to 10. That makes them the best choice. Your touch has such grace, your face can displace my ire of desire for you. Would good expire for you? Now alone in the stone, your cold chill takes a part of my still beating heart. Just a sad poem, you think? There's an unrelated blurb at the base of the page. Betty knows where the heaven's herb is. Betty is probably located somewhere near Gaudi. I know where Betty is. Getting Betty to give you the location is easy. Just spell out the name of Causis's daughter in front of him. Crap! What was her name? She was in the last area. Causis's daughter's name near Gaudi. But I didn't read the third one! Doggone it. Oh, right, boot. Holding this boot makes me glad my nose isn't functional. I can make you a weapon that will blow away the scent of anything this foul. Why are you bringing me something that people wear on their feet? I hate feet! I'll make you an anti-feet item. I really need more wind weapons because I know I'm going to fight more of that stuff. But an anti-feet item? How can I resist an anti-feet item? Electric caltrops. Okay, that is amazing. I won't regret those. The kennel. Yep. Spell out the name of Causis's daughter. Doggone it! I don't remember her name. She was a chance encounter. M-A-A-I. That should be all of it. Oh my gosh. I do get another chance, right? But you know, unlike other people, I record every inch of my play. So, whereas other people might be stumped at this moment, I can simply look into my previous video and find her name. Now, thanks to my awesome Let's Player powers, I know that her name was Cavi. And that she threatened that I'd have 5 spears in me before I could even... Yeah, stares at me. Yes, it's... There we go, choking on something. Coughs up a saliva-covered note? Ew! The Pevin herb is in a nullberry plant. Well, that's pretty straightforward. Time to find some nullberries. Okay. Why would you do that? Well, oh, I never examined the spine tree. The giant spine tree towers over the forest below. It doesn't seem natural. Well, that's not very helpful to me. Nullberries? There aren't any nullberries here. There are nullberries in previous locations, though. Okay. So I'm going to go either this way or this way. I wonder which. Stored a note in its stomach. Why? Why wouldn't you just put the note in your pocket? I wonder that guy was eaten by his own beasts. He was doing some really screwed up stuff to him. Is that nullberries? That's nullberries. Upon entering the room, you see a dying Escella on the ground, a massive spear wound in its side. Oh, why you murder these? They're so non-threatening. The young Das kneels over it, holding the wound closed with a bloody bandage as he attempts to stop the bleeding. Ranger, I need help. Please come over here for a moment. Nah, I don't want to get stabbed. Oh, I'm coming, I'm helping. Quickly jog over and crouch by the Escella. Quick, take hold of his head. We're going to have to act fast. How did this happen? We're under orders to attack the Vindil fortress and kill everyone inside. Fortunately, we had no idea so many Escella and other races were being held captive here. Although we're not involved in this, Costas is behaving irrationally and refuses to order the Das to stop. Like so many others, this Escella was caught in the crossfire. Needs something to heal him fast. I would take care of it, but I'm running low on supplies. Also, Costas would kill me if they found out I was using them to help people other than the Das. Okay, I got a first aid kit with me. I carry this whole time. Yes, that'll do perfectly. Using a first aid kit, the young Das heals the Escella completely. The Escella groans wearily and passes out. The young Das lets out a sigh of relief. That was a close call. Thanks for your help, stranger. My name's Fane, youngest of the Das generals. May I ask who you are? I'm a Vindil bandit. I like to train animals and rob people. Like yours. Your people do. I'm a villager en route to escaping this wretched forest. No, I am the Dark Scavenger. Would you care to join our spaceship? I don't know what either of those are, but okay. I'm so embarrassed to represent my people at a time like this. When this raid is over, the Das are going to have a worse reputation than the Vindil. Sometimes I wish I could just abandon the clan. Wouldn't that be letting your people down? That's precisely why I wouldn't be able to go through with it. That and Costas would be devastated if he lost me. You have a lot of responsibility. You can't just abandon it. I have no obligation to the responsibilities, but it is the people I'm concerned about. However, I'm not a murderer. I'm heading back to our village until Colossus comes to his senses. Fane throws his medic belt to the ground and walks away. Okay. Well. Now you no longer have a medic in this location. Ooh. The nullberries, though. Do several crates, so many things, and an erect wall that'll probably get another limb through it. I wonder what it'll be this time. What? Oh, I'm sorry. Never mind. That's not part of the room. Nullberries! Decorative potted plants growing lethal nullberries. A Dafoon villager begins piling nullberries into his mouth. If he continues at this rate, he might accidentally eat the Peven's herb. I'm more worried about the fact that he's eating poisoned nullberries. How are you able to eat those and survive? These plants are native to our village of Dafun. These plants are special. And just like said vegetation, normal rules don't apply to Dafun. How'd you like some budberries? Ah, more nullberries. Thank you, friend. Dafun cheerfully tosses the ripe budberries in his mouth and grinds them with his heavy jaws. Wait a moment. These aren't nullberries at all. You tricked me. They're... He dies? They didn't make him drunk or anything. They just straight up killed him? Oh. I should study their anatomies before I feed them things. Searching through the nullberry bush, you discover the herb neatly tucked away with a note dangling from its stem. Present this herb to the Peven to obtain the weapon. The Peven will be waiting for you by the fountain. Why is this so confusing and strange? Didn't mean to kill the guy. There's a drunk bandit stumbling around behind these crates. He's mumbling something about a Das warrior. The drunk bandit stumbles forward as you approach, catching himself on the side of the crate. What you want? Who are you? First, tell me who you are. Wait a minute. Are you one of those Das? Yeah, I'm a Das. You got a problem with that? I'm the Dark Scavenger. I'm a fellow bandit. You can trust me. No, I'm never going to claim to be a bandit. Oh, please don't hurt me. I'm sorry for what I've done. I won't do it again, I promise. What did you do? It was this Das family, see? 3 of them. Found them out in the woods off Vindel property. Now, normally, I wouldn't attack Das. Them having pointy spears and all, but I caught him sleeping, and he just looked so vulnerable. So I sneaked in there and slit their throats. Except the father, that one got away. I think I'm going to kill this guy. He has just confessed to murder, and frankly, there's no governmental rule or anything in this world, so I may as well go the vigilante thing, right? What did you say your name was again? Etch. Etch is the name, I think. Oh, really? Do you feel bad about what you've done? Screw it. What was that? Some sort of Das instrument? He got there fast. Leaping from atop the crate stack, Katza lands with his spear buried deep in Etch's back. Pushing the impaled bandit off the spear, Katza climbed on top of him and slices open his throat. That was for my family, you Vindel worm. Wiping Vindel blood off his spear, Katza turns towards you. Thanks again, stranger. Now my family's spirits can finally be at peace. Please take this for your trouble. Okay. I don't really want blood money, though. With my own mission complete, I suppose I can report back to Costas for my next assignment. That's currency. You have no idea what it's worth. Here you go, have 50 cents. There's a very large hole in the center of the floor. Hey, little one, come over here. Who's there? A friend. Oh, well, a friend. I'll trust you then. Let me get all the way up close to the edge. You hear a tremendous laugh as you draw near. Crap, this thing can talk? I had no idea. I think I'm gonna go with... Crap, I really got nothing left for wind, huh? Lance Armor Strong. Does extra damage to armored opponents. Man, I wish I had more wind. I should use the awesome detector on you. Alright. I'm going to use the steady gloves combined with... What's the hardest hitting thing I can do? Might be the badass swords. don't want to use them up, but I think I gotta. Wham! That wasn't nearly hard enough hitting. Oh well. You quickly spin around, dicing the Gisa behemoth's head with your huge badass swords. Acidic Gisa saliva all over my body. Great! I could probably get you in 2 cracks with the trusty sword. Yeah! It had a 0% stun chance. How did it manage to stun you? Oh well. A small star-shaped bead. Star beads! Massive hole in the wall reveals a nasty drop to the forest below. There's a thin layer of Gisa coating its perimeter. See, I totally thought that's where, in this case, the head would have come from. Tangled spine vines are growing out from deep below the ground. Okay. Healing bandages. Good find. I'll make a weapon that damages all enemies as it heals you. My item will treat your wounds, but it might take a while. It punches you in the arm and then rubs it to make it feel better. The latter act makes you very uncomfortable. Healing over time. Vampiric or a medic. I'll take yours. Full body cast. Doesn't smell so great. Star beads. A lot of Gisa covering these star beads. I could put them to good use. Turns his back at you and sneezes. Oh, that was considerate of him. I'll take this. The Gisa cannon. Because I got that Gisa glob I can use to boost it. That's currency. Gazer begins eating in front of you. Doesn't look like he's gonna share. How does money equal Alka-Beast that's hungry? I am confused by this exchange. Oh hey, I almost missed the Vindel flags. A group of Vindel bandits scream as a massive Das Alka-Beast pursues them far below. Things aren't looking so good for the bandits. Well, which side should I side with? Do I have something heavy to drop on the bandits? I got some heavy allies. What counts as heavy? You conk the bandits on the head with your trusty sword. It's not heavy enough to knock them out, but it completely stops them in their tracks. As they're dazed, the Alka-Beast quickly catches up. Unfortunately, the bandits don't go down easily. Both sides ruthlessly slaughter each other. You quickly climb down the wall and loot the remains of your defeated enemies. Okay. Well. There's a lot of anger infused in this bandana. I'll make you a weapon to help deal with your own stress. Okay. Huge mallet that's perfect for pounding out your problems. I still need another fire weapon. Juro. I have to avenge you, man. I can't believe they did that to you. This room is a complete wreck. Amaram suddenly leaps on you from the balcony above. Don't you have better things to do than fight me? God, I've got you now, Dark Scavenger. Surprise. Boar. Does damage to you if it kills an opponent. Oh. Boar picks Amaram up and slams him into the ground. That had to hurt. Whipping out his sword, Amaran charges forward. Amaran's about to swing his sword into you. Now block with a sturdy weapon. Dude, the rusty one. The trusty sword gives in beneath the pressure of Amaram's weapon. Oh! Oh! Amaram steps away. He whips out a massive crossbow. Shoot Amaram with a fast projectile weapon. I don't have the little blowgun anymore. The options I have don't seem particularly fast. Ooh. Hits a stunned opponent to keep them stunned. Well, now that is useful. 5 doses. Nice. Star Swarm. This should be fast. Whip out your Star Sword and blast Amaram in the face with shurikens! Suddenly, the ground begins trembling. Both of you and Amaram fall through a large hole in the ground. You can't see anything down here. Die, Dark Scavenger! Spray and pray with a projectile weapon. Let's go with the Dark Spray. Your prayers have been answered. Hoosed and beaten, you both quickly climb out of the darkness. As you emerge, you discover Amaran has been joined by several bandits. Of course he has. Get him! Remember, the bandits run forward. Summon a... Jump backwards over the pit you emerged from before the bandits reach you really seems like the perfect option here. As you leap backwards over the pits, the bandits fail to see it in time. Amaran stops short and watches in horror as his bandit crew tumbles recklessly into the darkness. Leap over the pit and kick Amaran. Wrap a wiry weapon around Amaran and yank him forward into the pit. Give Amaran the bird. I have a few, Pevin! No, I'm gonna pull him into the pit, man. It's too perfect. Flail bait! With a fishhook involved in its making. Wrapping your flail bait around Amaram's throat, you yank him into the pit, causing him to dangle by his neck for a moment. As Amaram crawls out of the pit, gasping for air, two Das suddenly leap down from above. Amaram deflects the spear Das while the other prepares to attack you. Wait. I'm not your enemy. No. Run towards Amaran with the Das in pursuit. Alright, I'm gonna heal. As you run off, the angry Das follows swiftly behind. You're about to pass Amaran. Shove Amaran in front of the Das. Shove the Das in front of Amaran. Shove Das into the other Das. No, Amaran. I want this guy dead. Amaran's knocked into the Das behind you. Amaran's Das opponent turns its attention towards you. You're nothing. Look. I'm just gonna hit... Ooh, the Gissa cannon attacks all opponents. Look at how hard it hits, and it's Gissa element. I finally have that element. I think you guys were kind of soft. You were resistant to projectiles, so... Darn. That's where he drops low and thrusts his fingertips into your throat. Bonk! You execute a flying uppercut into the Das warrior's jaw. As the Das lies defeated, Amaram somehow finishes off his own, but not before taking heavy damage. As an exhausted Amaram steps away, he quickly reaches out and grabs retreating Esquella by the throat. Stay back, Scavenger, I'll kill this Esquella. Drive a long-bladed weapon through both? No. Have a weapon-using ally subdue Amaram from behind. Weapon-using. Do I have a weapon using? Yes, the hammer bro. The massive ball, iron ball on a string. Glancing over his shoulder towards the hammer bro's weapon, Amaram meekly releases his hostage. The hammer bro bashes him anyway. Amaram looks wasted. When did he get drunk? It's enough, Dark Scavenger. I admit defeat. Rush him. Wait, I give up. I've submitted to you. Rush him. Wait, let me go. I'll give you some juicy info on some more. I rush him. Hold on, there's... You tackle Amaram through the fortress wall. He plummets hundreds of feet to the forest below. There's no way anyone could survive a fall like that. Looks like Amaram left something behind. No surprise there. A book listing the photos and names of all the Vindil present in the fortress. No one can survive that. Don't give me that. I immediately throw something big and heavy onto him. Oh hey, the fountain! The fountain has completely dried up. Das Pevin is perched on the fountain lip, staring at you curiously. Das Pevin quickly plucks the herb from your pocket and flies down to the fountain's base. Rapidly pecking away at the hollow porcelain, the Pevin reveals a shimmering blue gun-shaped weapon. But guns are in all kinds of shapes. What kind of gun shape? Is it rifle-shaped? Is it flintlock pistol-shaped? Is it shaped like a machine grenade-launching Gatling gun? If the answer is that last one, then I'm definitely happy to have it. Pat it on the head. It coughs up some budberries. The Anti-Gisa Blaster. A single shot of Anti-Gisa ammo. Wow, that's awesome! Hey, can you... Oh, I can't craft it into something? I mean, it's already... But, yeah. Oh, wait, fine. Using this book, I can research a way to make a solid Vindil weapon for you. I'll give you an item that will make you that will make the most seasoned Vindil blush. So, it's like... Vindil Playboy? Shrugs. That's not really helpful. Make me a solid weapon. It's a big axe. You had to have a scrapbook to make a big axe? Doesn't that seem a little strange to you? The balcony hangs above. It doesn't look particularly stable. Okay. Big locked chest in the corner. Use the chest combination to open it. Yay! Find a set of tools in the chest. Who do these belong to? A set of blacksmith tools. You don't know how to use them. Maybe somebody else does? You see a camusa hanging out around the edges of this collapsed floor. Something looks a bit different about it. Hey, careful at the edge. I don't want you to fall down that hole. The camusa hops down to a deeper ledge in the hole and looks back at you. Climb down after it. Leaps down further into the hole. Keep climbing after it. Into the darkness. It appears the camusa got away. Wait, there's something in front of you. Let's use our light. No, let's get closer to see it. There's something very wrong about this camusa. Attempt to pet it with fire. Camusa fur is oily and rank. You're going to want to wash your hands. It laughs at you. Dark Scavenger, my name is Tagul. It is a pleasure to finally see you with my own eyes. Tell me, are you afraid of me? Compared to what I've been through, an ugly talking camusa seems pretty tame. You don't know the half of it, Dark Scavenger. If you knew what was really going on here, your pants would be moist from fear. What do you mean by that? Vindil are stupid, stupid creatures. Surely an outsider can recognize that. In your quest for dominance and power, in their quest, they brought something back to their fortress that is going to eat them from within. Already the gears are in motion. The time of the Vindil will soon end, and a new power will surface from their ashes. I would love to go into more detail, but I've already had too much exposure to the outside air. Are you a Gisa monster, then? What happens if you stay here? His body would perish. Of course. However, there will be a cure for that soon enough. I'm sure we'll meet again, Dark Scavenger. Goodbye for now. Well, that happened. I have a feeling we're about at the end of this chapter. Alright, let's go. Let's do it. This rooftop is painted red with Das blood. A Vindil shaman stands on the front of the staircase ahead. Could he have done all this on his own? Okay. I guess I know who I'll be fighting, and I think I know who you are, but... Vindil flags appear to be in pristine condition. Although several Das spears lie on the ground, the bodies have been disposed of. Examine the sketchy staircase. Tiny spine vines seeping out from the sides of this descending staircase. So we've got a giant Gisa monster. We've got something creating spiny root things. And we've got our next boss, who supposedly can draw Gisa into his own body, from what we've been told. All this and more next time. And until then and every time, this is Hadrix signing off.